Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Friday, May 19th, 2023, and here's my daily vlog once again. This is my regular stand-up where I document my progress and my adventure and my my emotional journey as well of trying to take content creation from a part-time hobby to a full-time job ever since I was laid off back in November from the company which shall not be named. You know what's interesting is that I remember in the early days of this vlog, I spent a lot of time thinking about what was my relationship with the job that let me go. And like I was never mad. I was never like depressed about getting laid off. I never felt rejected. The company was and is still struggling greatly, and the decision to let me go was strictly financial from a guy I'd never met, and everyone it was one of those things where everybody's like, how did they lay you off? I don't understand. What about the X, Y, and Z? It was one of those things. So in a way, like, getting laid off sucked, but there was a flattering element where if everyone around you was surprised, then you must be doing something right, Anyway, the point is, getting to the point that I don't even think about that job that much anymore. I mean, I think about the people, but I don't think about the job that much anymore. And other than the fact that they used to pay me money and now they don't anymore. That's the real downside to it. Yeah, let's talk about yesterday and today and the weekend and whatnot. So, yeah, great news this morning. It's an uptick for our Friday. So after this long, steady flatline decline from the huge March and April that we had, thanks to completing and publishing a video yesterday, the one I've been working on for a couple of days, I got that out, and I'll throw a link to that up in the corner, of course, if you want to see it. It does really well. Overnight, it's gotten over 2,000 views. It's gotten, I don't know, it's 70 or 80 comments on it. And in our stats that go down, it's an uptick. It's positive progress. Now that's largely because a new video posted, but still, I posted a new video earlier in the week and didn't do this, right? So I'm very pleased with that. We got 40 50 subscribers yesterday, and right now we're at like 26,940 something. So I fully expect we'll hit 27 over the weekend. Again, very cool, very happy about that. There's just I feel a weight, after this, probably 2 weeks of, downslide, like when, I just picture like it's superfluous coming off the top, and I'm like, when is it going to hit bedrock? When are we going to hit the new normal? And, we must have hit it, yesterday, day before yesterday, and now we're, the slow, little uptick again. But it's so, imagine going down in a plane in the clouds, and you don't know where the ground is. Are we going to pull up before the clouds break and I see the ground right there, or are we going to pull up before we get through that cloud cover? And it's just stressful. I mean, if you've been watching the vlog, you know that. You see me kind of going for a couple of weeks here. So, I mean, you were all right. You were all saying, come on, relax, John. It's going to get better. It's going to come up and whatever. And while it's nowhere near where it was, it's absolutely stopped the decline and it started back up a little bit, which is not only encouraging, but it's motivational because we talked about how, you feel that you're doing something that's not being seen. It's all perspective. Yeah, I don't know other ways to say it. It's that relief. It's that, it's like, oh, okay, now we're turning the corner a little bit. That's good. Turn the page. Could it come on a better day on a Friday going into the weekend? That's awesome. So, yeah, so I got that done. Today I will be working on, I'll knock out a short form video first. I have a couple of them that, relatively low impact, not difficult to reproduce. You can imagine some of these are based on, like tricks, how you do something in an arcade game, specific sequence of things. And if I can't reproduce it, I can't make a video on it because I can't, I'm making my own footage. So, but there's several that are really easy to knock out actually. So I might try to get that done first. And then the remainder of the day, remember I had 2 more videos that I had planned. And over the last couple of days, I really solidified how to do this multi-part one. So I think I would like to start do some shooting on that this afternoon. Once I get the short video done and I grab some lunch and do that. So I like to start shooting on that. So going into Monday, I can get. There's something about getting started that really gets me. It sounds funny. Once you get started, I feel like getting going. But I mean, like if I have part of it started, then when I come down, and it's easier to get remotivated the next day or the next week or whatever. So, yeah. So I think that could be. I think that's going to make for a good Friday for me. I did go and see a movie last night. It was okay. It was so, but it was cool to get out and see friends and that kind of thing. So, all in all, I would say after a roller coaster of a week, this is about as good a Friday as I could hope for, all things considered. So pretty happy about that. I should also note, though I didn't call attention to it yesterday, honestly, the date eluded me. I forgot. Yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of the origin of GenXGrownUp, the beginning, like when I started the YouTube channel, the first piece of content I published. And I'd forgotten about that, but it's been 6 years now, which makes for, I think about 3 months after that is when we started the podcast. So, a little later in the summer will be an anniversary of that show, which is every single Thursday for almost 6 years now. And so that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So I've been celebrating that. I posted something on YouTube and I said, the community area, and I said, hey, it's our anniversary. Help us celebrate by going to watch our very first video ever, which is very cringy looking back now at the production value and anything that's there. But a couple of people did. I know they did because they commented, happy 6th anniversary. I'm like, I can't believe it. I saw Jamie, you went, Orko went, several people popped in and they even said that they saw it. I just thought it'd be funny to look at go back and look at the first worst video. That's one that has very few views, but I'm not taking it down because it's your first video. It's like when you frame your first dollar at your restaurant or your store, right? Can't take that down. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get going with the rest of my Friday here. It's a great weekend ahead. I have no real plans other than just kind of chill out. Maybe I'll do a live stream again on Saturday or Sunday. Who knows? See how I feel. The last Saturday's was a lot of fun and successful, and I might do another one. In fact, I might do another one on the same topic because I want to try to earn that other patch. I earned one of my patches for the long story. Circus Convoy, like Activision, you play the game and you can earn a little patch. I earned one shortly after that live stream, but there's another one if you get better at it. Anyway, just hanging out live in general is a lot of fun. So if I do, of course, it'll be over on GenXGrownUp. Keep an eye out if you're around. Okay, let me get to work then. Thank you for stopping by and visiting on today's slightly more cheerful vlog. If you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here. You know what you mean to me. I think you do. If you don't, you oughta, because you absolutely help me get all of this happening. So have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you again on Monday. Bye-bye.